That's a great theme song intro right on the start. Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 30, phase 2 of Star Wars Sunstriders, our SWRPG by Fantasy Flight Games / Edge Studios role-playing game. This is our long-running weekly asterisk game where it hasn't been weekly in quite some time. But we keep trooping. We're following our small group. Is currently stuck on the planet Femar for the last handful of years, as they face potentially another world-shattering event. Easy enough. We're currently playing as a bunch of guys, nominally related to the Sunstrider Academy, built and constructed by our original PCs, who are still around, but we are playing some of our students and other recent learners and members of the community, things of that nature. And things are going poorly. As of last week, Sokan, Oziad, Call, and Jukeby answered the call out to the algae farms where the Shale Striker and Corestian combined armies were waiting to march on Point Riptide, starting at one of the most vital food source supplies of the algae farms. We fought valiantly, and boy, were some of those mass combat roles close. But at the end of the day, even with Mejani and some of the Sambar Enclave followers of the Flow arriving, it was not enough to turn the tide of the battle, as Kithzo himself, one of the Brothers of the Waves, made an appearance, sabotaged the Gorshan feeder matriarch, and effectively brought our defensive line to a crumble, leaving our majority of X4 forces, our expeditionary force members, branches, to be ordered to stay behind by Oziad, their commander, to cover the retreat of everyone else back to Point Riptide proper. And things are looking down. It's a very Empire Strikes Back vibe right now. And it's about to get more Rhythm of War.
What's this guy telling me, Chad?
But my Sander heads out there, dude.
Jacob said
I've been watching Chris have a mental breakdown for a week.
The last 3 books are all Empire Strikes Back, and this one is the most Empire Strikes Back out of all of them.
Oh no, dude. Oh no.
Starting from the end of Words all the way through Rhythm of War, they're all Empire Strikes Back, and Rhythm of War is the most. And then what's worse is Wind and Truth also is.
This is Chris Whaley POV reading. Damn, dude, it can't get any worse than this. Damn, dude, it can't get any worse than this. Damn, dude. Like every
Repeat
fucking
last
chapter.
400 pages. Yeah. But anyways, session question brought to you by the Ultimate RPG Campfire deck cards. Yellow, blue, or green, fellas?
Green.
Green. Very good.
What is green?
Green is your world.
Ooh.
Let's find one. Got one about Femar. Let's see. Or maybe not necessarily Femar, but the galaxy, for those of you who have been outside of it. Let's see.
Ooh. Some speculation from those who haven't?
Perhaps. Ooh, this one, I kind of like this one. It might be. Let's go. Let's go with this one. I think this is interesting. Let's see what we feel about this one. Let's see how we feel about this one, fellas.
I've got the music for reading the Stormlight Archive, ambient by
I've
Brandon.
heard.
Simmons.
I haven't listened to those yet. I really need to.
They're pretty good.
I just listened to "There Is the Force" on YouTube, 2-hour mix. Anyways, session question, guys. What is something most people desire that you feel is more trouble than it's worth? So something you think a lot of people want, but you say, dude, that's a pain in the ass.
Ooh.
I know, deep question here. Requires a little extrinsic thought and intrinsic thought. Yes, the best of both worlds.
I'm ready.
Go ahead, start us off, brother.
Let me double check, make sure I'm not contradicting. Ba-ba-ba.
Hey, characters grow and change all the time.
It's true. I think SOCON, and of course this is in a preteen's mind or a teenager's mind, but SOCON thinks power is something people desire that is worth more trouble.
Ah.
You dick.
So, with that, I think he's specifically thinking about political power, some like being in charge. I think is something that SOCON is just like, you gain so much pressure and there's so many issues that come with it. It's just not worth it.
Very good. Go ahead and roll your Disney points.
Aye, sir.
And bump your popcorn read over to somebody else.
Garrett looks thoughtful. Did my thing go through?
I do not see it yet. It delogged me a second ago. I had to log back in.
Yeah.
Same. Oh man, for Oziad, I mean, I was kind of on the same vein for Oziad, but I don't want to just copy your answer.
Got him, dude.
Ooh, fucking. I mean, I think. What was the wording again? It was what other people value, but that you find.
Yes, that most people desire.
Desire. Man.
Money, power, love, boat, new car, kids.
I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with
Wait,
love on that.
did Jacob DC?
No, I'm here.
No.
Still.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like especially at this point in the story, like Oziad is just super like not tired, but like he's been focusing on the people of Vanways, but now that shit's getting real, he's got to kind of balance the people versus his family, like SOCON, Talia, versus just like the good of the mini. Right?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Dukeby's not in the family anymore.
Nephew.
Family.
Nephew, naturally.
Ooh, that'll be 2 dark side pips. No bueno. Let's go to Will.
I would say that upon the current events, Call would say that glory in battle is something not worth attaining. Because especially after watching like one thing that Call did
see, like among all of the chaos and the struggle, was the dead on the battlefield, and it just made him think that a lot of people would have seen that as like something to revere and be like that's a glorious way to go. And but at the end of the day, uh what was it? At the end of the day, not being you not being there is more of a cost than what was it, needlessly dying for whatever cause in a battle. That's the best way I could.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I have a question. Is that counter to Corestian culture?
Yes.
And is that a new development for Call?
Yes.
Ooh. I love it.
Very good. Good expository question as well, Chris. Thank you. We'll go ahead and roll your destiny points.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fine, don't roll.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Fine, fine.
Run me my question again, so I can make sure that
I can, of course, I can
violate the first part.
I can kick your brain back in overdrive here. No, you might have to relog.
Kick
what
me
the
and
fuck?
Garrett
Yeah, I
both.
got kicked out.
Dom, re-question. What is something that most people desire that you feel is more trouble than it's worth?
Desire, fuck.
Hey, what you think other people desire is also entirely up to you. They're like, oh, these fucking people, man. They just want to get out of here. I love this planet.
That's a big one.
Yeah, most people desire freedom and the will to make their own choices, but GP sees that structure and form is the a truer way to go, and that with true free will and true choice to do exactly whatever you want, then it can't lead to something structured or powerful or strong. Go ahead.
Does Jukeby think that structure and freedom are exclusive from one another?
In a
Are
way,
those separate things?
structure
there-
grants you the freedoms.
Ooh.
And GP would say with more structure and less freedoms, we'd have put up more of a fight on side of the against what is going on.
So
Interesting.
structure in the service of freedom.
Yes.
Ooh,
Interesting.
I like
Very
that.
good. Very good, Juke, man. Go ahead and roll
All you
your
drug
destiny
heads living in
points.
Point Riptide instead of building fucking defenses, damn it.
Also, Will with the double top deck 2 lights out
Double
points,
top
that's
deck 2 light
crazy.
side points is crazy, actually. Me on my Game Boy Advanced pulling 2 legs and an arm of Exodia in my first hand.
There's actually a new
I gotta
Yu-Gi-Oh game
refresh my
out.
shit.
Speaking of,
Is that right?
Relog.
or I don't know, new.
I had to relog. Did it roll my dice?
No, I didn't see it.
I hate what Yu-Gi-Oh has become because there's way too many ways to build decks these days.
Kill deck.
The insta kill decks. Like there's so many of them, it's ridiculous. I tried playing Duel Links. It happened to me 5 times in a row, where it's just like 8 minutes of them just like taking things
Full
in
draw.
and out of their graveyard, summoning 5 things, dropping it, discarding it, pulling like a whole new thing, and then it's like, okay, it's your turn. I'm like, all right, and then before I can even click, it's like, oh well, he just activated his spell card.
trap card.
So whenever your turn starts, he can do all this bullshit. I'm like, okay, I hate
That's
this.
why.
Like,
That's why you got to play Yu-Gi-Oh like I play Yu-Gi-Oh, which is how I played Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid. My guy is cooler than your guy. I win.
You
yeah,
got
yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm going to take these 2 monsters and combine them into this monster instead. They don't do that. That's me as a kid, by the way.
I put the cards on top of each other.
Yeah,
There's that
yeah. Which, honestly, way cooler. And then we watch the show, I'm like, damn, Seto Kaiba, he's a cool guy. This guy has all the
learn how to
blue
throw
eyes white
cards at
dragons,
guys.
finds the other one and tears it. So his are the only ones in
My boy-
existence. How
My boy
swag!
walks around with a briefcase with a card in it. Like,
That's so
God.
awesome.
Dude, just like, I forget what his fucking line is, but somebody's trying to like elicit empathy from him. He's like, I'm the CEO of a mega corporation. I crush more lives than that every day. I'm like, real shit. It's real shit. How potent. All right, boys. So let's go ahead and get right into it, because I know you guys are ready to see doom, gloom, and death and destruction and things of that nature. So
No, dude, no.
No, please, no.
we will, in the early hours of the morning, past sunrise, as the rain continues to come down in sheets, which it hasn't like this in quite some time. It's certainly the biggest rainstorm that there has been in quite a while. You guys finally make it back to Point Riptide proper. Now, there are little homesteads and things like that that you pass, but it seems that pretty much all of the civilians that live further out of the center of town have left these homesteads, which are very rudimentary. They're not prefabricated by any means. They're like legitimately like log and stone cabins and things like that. Have left these in not necessarily states of disarray, but there are no lights on. There are no signs of life inside these places or out on their property anywhere. As you guys lead not only yourselves but the rest of the contingency of like the workers and civilians and rear guard that were at the algae farms with you guys back. The mood is somber for sure. There is not a whole lot of chatter going on, and Ozia, that worries you most of all. When people are quiet, instead of having that chatter going on, you definitely know that they're just holding on to insecurities and being nervous instead of feeling like they can be proactive about it. Timjin and the Sambar Enclave members split off from you guys and continued heading south towards the Sunstrider Academy. Is there anything that you guys want to get to before we actually get into town itself?
like what?
Like anything, so.
Where's the map? We have the map. We have the map.
Trying to think. Like, is there any more like anything else like defense we can apply?
A lot of them have been set up already. At the closer you guys get to town, like the actual village proper, the more and more barricades and little retreat points and things like that are being set up. They do have like very rudimentary, like big caltrops, effectively, like tank preventions. You assume for the crabs and things like that. And once you guys actually get to the legitimate edge of town, barricades have been put up everywhere. The skeletal like crossbeams of the Riptide loom over the city, and almost all of its hull plating and anything that has been deemed unnecessary has been stripped from it and refitted and cross-fitted into defensive structures. So there are definitely like 3 concentric rings of defenses all the way to the center of the city, with the last one being pretty much at the ramp of the Riptide, where like the city council and the med bay and things like that are still.
I see. I just turned to Oziad. Oziad, what's the plan?
Well, we're gonna regroup, hunker down. We're gonna see if we can't halt them. It's about all we can do left, I think. We've got contingencies in place. And hope for the best. And he gives you just the weakest smile.
Ooh. What if we can't stop them, Dad?
Like, tussle the hair. We've got to. Simple as that.
Oziad. What the people of Point Riptide need most is hope in this dire time. I know that it's a lot to ask, but you being a figurehead of Point Riptide, you should be the one to try to inspire us in this dark time.
I mean, I'll try my damnedest. Maybe a little help from June wouldn't hurt either.
He is quite the speaker.
I should really have taken notes whenever he was doing that.
But don't worry. As long as you speak from the heart, it'll be fine. You'll be able to connect with the people of Point Riptide and instill hope.
Thanks.
I
Paul.
have an idea. Juke just gonna listen to this conversation, kind of look over the battlements that are being put into place, sigh rather loudly, and then walk away towards Declan's grave.
Hmm?
Oh, like the memorial?
Yes, the memorial in particular.
Jacqueline, what do we do? Help us again, please.
Hey, Jukeby. What are you doing?
I'll be back. Yeah, I gotta go get some stuff I put away for later.
You'll be back?
And then I run away.
Alright, I guess I'll be back.
The statue is not far. It's a little bit further outside of like the first ring of town. And it's in a nice little tranquil spot that did at one point in time look over the ocean, but now is on the edge of this ever encroaching coral and algae jungle. But we get a nice little wipe of the rain falling. And Juteby, as you're getting closer, there is one figure.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we're good. I'm back.
Is your audio back? Okay, you're back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I'm stuttering for some reason.
That was a little
That's the
weird.
second time. Yeah. But I can, I haven't lost you guys yet, though. So, let's see. But as I was saying, there is one other figure cloak up at the statue. And, you've been around. The statue has been defaced more than a handful of times. So there are, frequent cleaning crews and things like that posted out to restore it. And, it is a as good as a statue can get out of the combined artistry of a whole people out of spare metal parts from like a starship. So it is regal in a sense, but it is very much patchwork.
And there's a figure there, right?
There is.
Yeah, hello, Cassia.
Indeed it is.
Is that you, Cassie, or me, Cassia?
I figure I can slide it out to you here, buddy.
Okay.
And give me a Chris Whaley. Fuck yeah.
Very, very well. Dukeby?
I figured you'd be here.
Why is that?
Because you know we need him too. You should
Long suffering sigh.
You should hear Oziad. It's like he's already been kicked in the balls.
I mean, haven't we all?
But like he's given up. Even Call doesn't sound so regal. It's like everyone's ready to roll over. I feel it too. I feel defeated. I feel down. But we can still be him. You can still do what Declan could have done. Do what he did. We need somebody to lead us, Cassia. Somebody strong. Everybody knows you're strong. It's just, we need it now.
Declan was just a man. In my estimation, I know he's a hero to everybody. I know he's done all these great things across the galaxy and saved plenty of people and all that other nonsense. But he's just a man. And in my estimation, not a very good man.
You're right. Just a man. To you. But to them, like you say, a hero. And what matters right now, Cassie, is what they need. What we need. I can't do it. That's why I'm here. I'm watching everybody else crumble. Watched a lot of men die. Somebody's got to step up, Cass. And then I walk away dramatic as fuck.
Dramatic as fuck.
Yeah.
The rain falls in sheets.
Cassia Vanway, daughter of Declan, I call upon you.
Cassia,
I wish Call was there for that scene.
the aerosol can does not sit forgotten clipped to your belt. And the structure of your father, whom you hardly remember, with a metal saber bisecting the front of his face in a salute halfway known to you, looms 20 feet above you.
Is it monologue time?
Do it. If you even have to ask yourself, that means yeah.
do we do? Where do we go from here? What's the point? Why fight this inevitable, unstoppable, godly force? Looking to the statue like it's going to give me an answer. Why couldn't you have just been here? And I think Cassie would like to use sense. I only have the basic power.
Yeah.
So
What are you looking for? What are you wanting to reach out for?
anything, really. Just I think she wants an answer. Not necessarily to these series of questions, but just in general. Why couldn't he have been a father? Why couldn't he have been a leader instead of sequestering himself in that blasted reactor room? She knows that he was trying to protect the people of Riptide, and did for a long time. I guess she wants to know if he thinks that the cost was worth it. But, it's just an ambiguous, why couldn't you? X.
Roll your force die for me, please.
Ooh. Of course, use all of them.
Naturally.
Mm.
The statue stares ever forward, unrelenting and unyielding, and perhaps the answers you seek it to have. Somewhat very similar to your living or actual father in his life. But there is another person at this statue.
Bunny.
Perhaps you hadn't heard her arrive or noticed her arrive with the storm going on. But she's drowned in her large cloak, protecting her from the rain. And her paper white skin seems to glow underneath the hood with the scant seams of light available. And she approaches you. You know, I feel like nobody ever really prepares you to have to fill the shoes of the leaders before you whenever they're gone. And Anra pulls her hood off of her head. You know, I do wish we could have met a long time ago. I could have used somebody like you growing up. Regardless, I want you to have this. She pulls out a little hollow picture tablet. Hand it over to you. Flicks to life. It's a little display. You know a lot of these faces. There's your father in his very younger years. It seems that they're maybe in some nice office somewhere. Lots of nice decor. There seems to be some like ales and drinks in hand. Perhaps like they're celebrating some parliamentary victory or something like that. But it's your father, one Arcanian who shares a lot of images combined with Anra. Two of them, actually, that are twins. A Chismail and a Pantoran. All with, you know, big smiles on their faces, looking jovial. Just a moment captured of a family. And, you know, the date mark on this one puts it at about probably 10 years or so before you were born. I think at the end of the day, whenever the odds look up against you, I think you have to do it for the people like this. People that have been there since the beginning.
I hold it up, compare the faces between the statue and the picture.
You can parse the similarities. The artist didn't do a bad job. But the Declan in the photo is lacking many marks of his battles in his later years.
You know, I think I only saw him like this. Gesture towards the picture. I think I only saw him like this a handful of times before he went away. Everybody wants me to be him or be like him, be a leader like he was. But I don't even know who he was. Not really. How can I be like him if I don't know him? The hollow books and notes and recordings of him are just little snapshots of, you know, some of his best and worst moments, but I feel like even my mother didn't know him. Not really.
And I feel I only knew my mother through the years of fighting a rebellion or leading a rebellion on our planet. Memories of her carefree and joyous are far and few in between. But if we want people to be able to look like that photo, we want the children born on this planet to have the opportunity to have these emotions and moments, that falls to us. Whether we want it or not.
What am I supposed to say to these people?
I'm not one for words either, but I don't think you have to say anything. Just be there.
I'll take the spray can off of my belt. And I'll find a spot with no writing or no, some unobtrusive spot that I can paint on. And I guess I'll draw the old rebellion firebird.
Unless there's anything else, we'll jump back.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I think I got something as we're getting close
Yeah.
to a wall. Hey, call.
Smash, vertical cut.
Oh yeah.
What is
Hey,
it? Yeah.
Call. It's been a while since I've attended one of the Sunstrider classes. Could you re-explain the Force again?
So, fuck. I forgot the classic line, so I'm just gonna wing it.
Amen.
It's all around us. It penetrates us.
Oh, shut up! Shut up! Damn it! He asked me, okay? Shut up, Declan.
Declan's dead.
The Force is in everything. It's what guides us through life. It is life itself. It could be a fate, that some could say, but it makes up everything, and it's the one thing that brings us all together, or ties us all together, I guess you could say. And it has a living will. And things may seem very dire. It almost might seem like we're drawing towards some sort of end, but one thing you do have to remember is that the Force seeks balance. And this type of darkness, this type of treachery, doesn't exist unopposed for very long.
That there's still a sun above these rain clouds, right?
There always is.
All right.
Excuse me.
Maybe a little of that. I'll try to use that in my speech.
I just turned to Oziad and I put a hand on his shoulder. I was like, "You're a good man, Oziad. Believe in yourself. Believe in the Force."
believe in the Force. Hell, man, I never thought I'd say that. All right, well, I think we're coming up on the wall.
And as you guys pass through that outer wall, it is jam-packed. There are people seeking cover from the rain, of course, over under awnings and things like that. But there is an air of, not necessarily dread, but the anticipation of what is to come is palpable. And as they see you and your contingent walking in, and the attitudes of them, the faces of many of them fall and become a little bit more somber as you make your way to the ramp of the Riptide, where many of the speeches are usually given.
Speech, speech, speech.
Yeah, I think I'll start just kind of like motioning people, like as we're walking up to it. Gather around. Get everyone you know. Have us a talk.
And they listen. On your final approach, Thuna strides up beside you, falls into step with you.
I'd like to kind of like an aside, just kind of under his breath. Thuna, while I'm doing this, I'd like you to do me a favor. If we got any kind of long-range comms, I think we left one with the Fomarian Enclave. It's a long shot, but if we have allies still, we could use them. So I'd like you to just send a repeating Mayday signal.
Understood.
And Osiad like takes a deep sigh and starts like.
And before you go, she slides a little data pad to you.
What's this?
You might want to look at it real quick.
Perusing.
Go through the info real quick. It's a pretty much technical readout. Pretty much, this was not approved by you, but a few of the Tide Runners have been retrofitted and sort of jury-rigged with however many repulsor lifts from old sleds or old gear from the Riptide and other either ships or repulsor vehicles or things like that that have been either refitted or salvaged for other use due to lacking the fuel and things like that to run them. But they will be able to be used as retreat vehicles and loaded down. She thinks that we can probably get about 50 per, which means you probably get about 200 or so, which is roughly 75-80% of the whole population, and probably the majority of like just civilian population onto these as a means of retreat from the actual banks of, or from the like chassis of the Riptide itself, as like the final fallback point / retreat point.
Okay. Finally, some good news. Good work, Tuna.
Just seemed pertinent. If Point Riptide does fall, all whispered, of course. Where's our fallback?
Looking for stuff on the map.
Well, Mejani and the Enclave students kind of helped us out. There may still be some Fomarians there. Few they may be. Aside from that, maybe where we met all of the tribes of Femar. I mean, some of them weren't against us. About as safe a haven as I can think of.
Am I in earshot? Can I hear this conversation?
Sure.
What of the academy? We could always fall back to the academy.
Considering that considering we're talking a multi-day trip, and not even sure if the oceans are still covering the Fomarian meeting spot, the Colosseum. The academy might be the only reachable spot with these. I mean, the clearance level, like it says on the loadouts, maximum 2 meters. So we're not getting these things any more vertical than probably 6 foot.
There will also have the protection of the students and what we do have of the masters.
Yeah, I mean that. I like that. I mean,
And with all this mounting, Jose, go ahead and give me a warfare check, if you would. Average check, 2 purples.
right. Yeah. That's 1 threat.
With everything you know, all the information that has been rattling together to you, go ahead and take a strain as well for that threat. But you know that at least one of the true objectives definitely seems to point towards the actual Bafor tree itself. And being as that is the heart of the academy, I think that it's probably the next defensible spot. It's certainly not as defensible as Riptide itself, just due to the amount of metals and people here, but the quality of combatants, even if they're forced combatants with the students and everything like that, certainly is a little bit higher than that of the Riptide itself.
And if all comes to fail, we can try to reach out to the Fomarians, but I do agree the academy would be the closest and probably the safest option available to us at this given moment.
And I mean, it was the Sunstriders that ended the storm the first time. Who knows? Maybe it'll happen again. I like it.
Last thing you need to know. Time for the veggies, as they say. Where's my cursor? Flip one of these bad boys. I don't have a timeline for you other than in the last 2 to 3 weeks. And she drops, leans in even closer, drops her voice even more. The last of our coaxium that we've been holding for the hyperdrive generator, obviously we haven't needed it in a long time, but we've been storing it just in case, has gone missing.
Right.
I've already cycled through whatever footage we have and talked with guards of the vaults and things like that. Already, there have been no reported Fomorian or Korestian incursions. But if that has walked its way out of our community, that means that we have some sort of bad actor present here with high enough access codes to be able to get in and out.
Yeah. Well then.
The weight of leadership.
Yep. Every time I hear Garrett sigh, I can feel it.
Hey, those are real in character thighs.
exactly.
A little sidebar
Valinor
conversation,
side.
real quick.
Go ahead.
Shokan is gonna walk up to Call, say, Master Call,
What is it, Sokon?
are all of your people against us? I mean, obviously not you and your family, but like, what about the rest of them?
What I find is not that all of them would be against us, Sokon.
Well,
Would they
Well,
be
that-
given the correct insight? To be honest with you, my people are almost in a way I considered lost or misguided.
I mean, can you tell them? Can you get them to help us?
Sokon,
I would want nothing more. But with the powers that be, I don't know how that would happen.
Shokan kind of hangs his head and kicks a rock.
I kind of just like, what do you call it? Ruffle your hair a bit.
Ruffle my montrails.
Yeah. Worry not, young one. We have a bright future ahead of us. Things may seem dark right now, but the storm will always pass.
The crowd masses. And she's probably not a face missing from it. Oziad, as you step to the podium.
Oziad like walks up the steps, kind of like limping on his bad leg. Gets up to the top. Hey there, everybody. We sure picked a. It's been a good place since that we set our roots here. We've been here for, well, longer than any of us would want, but we have made a home here. And now I understand that it may be hard to look past the storm, look past our situation. But we need to all realize that we are here together. We've been here together for over a decade. And we've gone through ups and downs. But we're still here. Now, you all know me, like me or not. I tend to be a pragmatist. But I think with the Sunstriders we may be more than just the sum of our parts. These Sunstriders came and ended what seemed like an unending storm. And we saw the sun. I do believe that this will happen again. I don't have a long-winded speech like, crap, what was his name? Not Arturo. Who was the kind of speaker guy?
Halleck Urson.
Alec Urson. Yeah. Now, I'm not much for long-winded speeches like Halleck, so I'm just gonna give it to you straight. Our situation is dire, but we have allies. We have each other, and we have the Academy. If things look the worst that they could be, we are falling back to the Academy, and that's where we make our stand. Together. All I can say is be there for each other, like you have been. And we'll see some sun again. I'll do like a salute. That's it. No, like walk off the podium.
May the force be with us.
Go ahead and give me a leadership check, Goat.
In the goat check, good.
I'm gonna call it an average. I'll give you a boost, but I also want to set back.
Yeah, we win these.
What would you
Success,
like your
3
3 advantages to be before we get to the success?
Oh, see, yeah. Oh, see. Oh, see, yeah.
I mean, really, all I can think of is that well, I don't know. Would it be beneficial for the rain to keep going? I was thinking like the rain slacks off, but the rain might actually help us.
We are in the defensive position. Rain
Yeah.
theoretically helps us.
Nothing really comes to mind. You guys got any ideas
It is for what? Sorry, I spaced out for a second.
for the 3 advantages on my
Oh.
speech?
3 advantages enough for a minor scene change, right?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Who's someone we'd like to bring into the fold? Or
I could
is-
maybe make a speech, maybe.
3 advantages for a call speech?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Not
Let's
against
see. Yeah, but you could do that sans advantages, right?
Oh yeah. You can make a speech without
Yeah,
without needing to burn the advantages for sure.
Sure. that.
So,
You can get boosts to it.
I would never withhold you from a sweet RP moment. No, it's unlike me.
Do we want a tactical advantage?
I mean,
Do
what
we
friends of
want-
the ocean could we call upon? Do we have an individual that we remember?
Do we still have a line to the Jedi?
We still got a direct line in the motherfuckers.
Which one?
I don't think we have any communication off world, right?
Correct.
I thought
You
we
do.
did.
You did receive one before you entered the Red Nebula, but now you guys haven't been able to get anything off world for quite some time.
Hmm.
There's a friend we have on Femar that's not here right now.
Are our friends from the Sandbar Enclave here?
They're the Mezzanine and her
Yeah,
students
Oh,
are
yeah,
at the academy. Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
Who was the goofy guy we picked up, the void caller? I don't know if that'd even be worth it. Yeah, Tarth. Just because he talks cool in the third person. But I don't know what an environmental advantage would be for us.
I have a suggestion about noticing something in the crowd, if perhaps you guys want to default to that.
I'd love to notice something
Yeah.
in the crowd.
So,
Social check.
those with more keen eyes, as Oziad's giving a speech, it is a bolster. People are feeling more confident. They are happy to be able to look to a leadership position and hear that there's a plan and hear that things are in hand as much as they are. But one thing that does stick out to you guys one thing that does stick out to you guys is that there's maybe 20% or so. So not an insignificant number. That are kind of like massed together, like standing by each other in this group, not necessarily spread out apart from each other. Seem to be giving each other like knowing looks, especially whenever he mentions the fallback from the Riptide to the Academy. And I think you guys would actually recognize the most recognizable face is Neely Nouvet, the Twi'lek Lumber Rep council member.
Was she the poisoner?
He and no, Nimbus was the poisoner. Nimbus Finn was the poisoner. But you do, as you think about that, Oziad, as you finish your speech and you're about to walk off, that thought's going through your head. You do know that both of them are transplants. They have joined the community, or were born after Riptide was already founded, so they don't know anything of the outside galaxy, or if they were very young children on the Riptide itself. But for your successes, the crowd is roused. The somber feelings part a little bit as there is a plan, and people begin to move back to their defensive stations. Your civilians and things stay within that inner ring in these little way camps that have been set up, or their own houses or domiciles that they've opened the doors to keep everybody protected. Now, the most important question is, Oziad, first I'll ask you, are you going to partake on the front lines, or are you going to take a more command center role with a few of like the council members and maybe like Thuna or and like some actual messenger runners for actual points of the defense?
I think front line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my frontline commander right there.
Julius.
Does anybody not want to be involved in the front line?
Nope. We all here.
Sokan, you're going on the back line, and that's fine.
I don't want to, Dad.
Come on, SoCon, we can manage the wall.
But everybody's risking everything. Why can't I? I already got shot once. It's not that bad.
Jeez.
Oh, I also forgot to add this destiny point from our statue scene earlier, but I'm going to give you guys another light side point there.
Nice.
Okay. I'll kind of I'll just like pull Sokan aside. Sokan, can I tell you something? I realized something, a day ago? I think it was about a day ago. Whenever you snuck out and did a very risky, reckless decision to scout out by yourself. I may have told you this before, but you've just got too much of your mom in you. And I realized right then, I can't control you anymore. I can't guide you as much as I'd like to. So you're free to do what you want. Just know that if I see anything happen to you, you're going on the back line.
I'll be careful, Dad.
You better.
I got my lucky sticks with me, so.
Maybe focus on the blaster first.
Ancient religion. No match for a good blaster on your side, man. All right. Well, everybody go ahead and roll cool or vigilance to heal some strain if you've got some strain, and we will jump into this scene, which is what I know we're all here for. So.
Ugh. Damn, time me out again.
It came through for me, Chris.
Oh, okay.
So refresh, it might not have logged you out.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Remember, it's one success and then home rule 2 advantages for one as well for your strain.
Hell yeah, dude, I got negative.
Oh yeah, dude, you got -5. Pretty good. He's cool as a cucumber right now.
Woo.
All right, guys. The defense of Point Riptide will begin in earnest. I will go ahead and break down our mass combat roll like I did last time, just so we know what we're working with. Now that we are at a entirely set up and more pristine defensible position, and the bulk of our leftover weaponry and things like that, or salvageable weaponry, is coalesced here. Our defensive position plus that, even though technically we're still on the bottom side of numbers, will bring our total dice pool to 3 from 2. So our base will be 1 yellow, 2 greens as our base. And we will start with 1 blue as well, for all of them, for our defensive positions. And just like before, it will be 3 purples for the opposing force due to their pure numbers. And 1 black for their enhanced morale after a victory. Okay, so
right.
1 yellow, 2 greens, a blue, 3 purples, and a black. That is advantage us, but not by much.
Amen. We win these.
Okay, so
Battle music.
battle music in a second. We have 3 rings of protection. It was about 10 minutes a turn in our last one. We're going to extend that to about 20 per turn. 15 to 20. Every loss will be a ring of defenses lost. So, the good news is, now it's first to 4
Dude.
instead of first to 3. So 3 means that you were pushed all the way back to the Riptide. And if you guys get to 4 first, you will repel the invasion. And whatever that looks like.
We're gonna repel them, motherfucker.
That's what I like to hear.
We win these.
Which is exactly whenever the horns begin to bellow outside of the walls. Your own lanterns and fires are lit upon your defenses, and everyone charges to their stations to await what forces will come out of the jungle and down the walkways in their assault of Point Riptide. Oh, I wish I had. If I had a button for the Return of the Jedi Ewok horns, dude, that would be a good one.
Nah, dude, you need the fucking Helm's Deep horn.
Oh yeah,
just that deep.
Yes. Okay. Music change.
There we go.
I'm on Unforgotten.
Question before we get started.
Mm-hmm.
Is Cassia in this scene at all?
That is entirely up to you, brother.
Is there a way for me to make a single roll with her?
Sure.
At some point, not right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, let's go ahead and roll initiative, shall we?
Shit, I'm making ramen. I'm coming.
I've always wanted to be on a fucking frontline charge. All I ever got was I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. And convoys. Convoy charges are fucking sick, by the way.
What do we use for initiative? Cool.
It will be cool for us. Yes, we are primed and waiting, no doubt about it.
Don't forget, add to initiative button.
Correct.
The fuck? I thought that I upgraded my character. What's going on? I spent my XP for cool specifically.
Check if you. I had to put mine in twice after it relogged me.
Check my fucking stats. Yeah, it didn't show that if I can spend my XP. What the fuck?
Got him.
I'll respin that bad boy.
BRB.
And after we roll initiative, take a quick bio because I got to use the bathroom as well. So,
I sir.
I wish I could recolor some of these NPC slots, but that's okay.
Just make the names visible.
And, up on the barrier, I don't think I can change anything about them though. Oh, and wait, I actually can. They thought of everything. They thought of everything.
Dang.
Hey.
Hey, yo.
Nice.
That's my go.
Oh, wait, they actually have a color slider. Ignore the color sliders, dude. It doesn't mean anything at all.
Wait, did I fuck up? Was I supposed to click roll into initiative?
Add to initiative, yes.
Shit, fuck. Dick. Piss.
So what do the front lines look like in this battle? Wall positions? Or are we sallying out to meet them?
Oh, no, I think wall positions for sure.
Okay. Staring down the fucking Mongol horde.
Holding to the battlements as they launch 300 Dead infected from a catapult into your castle.
No.
Real.
Welcome to typhoid fever, bitch.
This guy's a real Kingdom Come Deliverance gamer, dude.
Yes, sir, dude.
I was looking up battlefield speeches. Just, you know.
I was doing the same thing.
And
Our freedom.
this one came up. Jacob, you'll know this one. Death is the end of all men. What is the measure of him once he is gone? The wealth he accumulated and left for his heirs to squabble over? The glory he obtained only to be passed on to those who slew him? The lofty position he held through happenstance? No. We fight because we understand. That's Dalinar.
Gangway.
Bringer.
That's Gangway, Dalinar.
That's my goat, dude. Also, I think I'm gonna end up reading Wheel of Time.
Oh Lord. I hear it's pretty good. I mean,
Is Wheel of Time Cosmere?
no.
Okay.
Brandon just finished Wheel of Time for what was his name? I forget what his
The other
author's
guy.
name is. But yeah, no, he just finished it for him.
Hmm. Also, during all of our speeches, I was listening to Unforgotten from Halo. It's like that slow, sad violin piece.
Oh yeah.
God, that shit's gas.
We're gonna win, don't worry. We've got this.
I hope so.
And even if we lose, Point Riptide spirit will never die.
Yeah, these bad boys in here as well. Nice. All right, bio real quick. I'm back.
Do it, do it, sir.
All right, goats. Do we win this?
Yes, we do.
100% of the time.
Or at least I hope we do. Definitely gonna have to see. But I'm confident that we will pull through. We'll do it. And if not, I'm gonna cry.
Ooh. One final effort from the Halo soundtrack.
Nah, you need to be listening to shit to pump you up. Like,
That
I got
shit
new
is
music
pumping
on
me
right
up.
now.
It is pumping me up.
It fucking rips, dude. Shit.
The only thing they fear is you.
Garrett,
I fear the grocery store.
Nope.
I don't
is
mind.
Oziad afraid that Sokan's gonna die?
How
Or does he
fucked would that be?
does he trust his son?
Tough one.
Now how fucked would it be if he did die?
That's the thing. Like who said it earlier? Where it's like when Sokan dies, but Oziad lives. It was like
Yeah.
that's his greatest fear.
At the breaking point.
That would
That's when
suck.
the bionic heart in Oziad turns into a WMD. And he puts a fucking crater where Point Riptide used to be.
All he sees is red.
He starts his crazy Carestrian revenge arc.
His arm turned into a mini.
Why don't we just genocide these fucking people?
And before you know it, it's Rambo First Blood, Part 1.
All horrified.
They drew first blood.
Nothing's over!
God, I want Kingdom Come Deliverance, but this shit is fucking. Oh, never mind.
$60.
It's
The first
fucking
one?
the second one. Fucking
$60.
$60, man.
66 after tax.
I can't afford that. I work 80 hours a week and make 42,000 a year. I can't
That's
afford this
crazy.
shit.
That's crazy.
Isn't it fucking crazy? I was looking at I did my taxes today, and we use Free Tax USA,
Now to use
and
that
it
too, it's a
shows
good site.
you, huh?
I use that too. It's a good site.
Yeah, you know how it shows you how much you made the previous year.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I was making like $78,000 last year, dropped down to fucking 42. I was like, oh my god.
42. You grossed $42,000.
Yeah.
Dude,
And you work
how did your
80
shit
hours a week.
fluctuate?
Huh?
How'd your shit fluctuate like that? Did you get a
My
pay cut?
position was eliminated, and I had to go work for a new company that
Go
fucking
to your
sucks.
union go to whoever signed your contract for low level guys and shoot them in the fucking mouth.
Yeah, right.
Dude, it's fucking crazy, man. I'm like for real broke.
That's fucking sucks.
Bro, you need a new job.
I do. Unfortunately, can't fucking find any. You know how long it took me to find this job?
I'm in Louisiana, laboring, jerking my dick 40, 50 hours a week. And I make $7,000 less than you.
That's
And
crazy.
you work twice as much as me. You could literally go be a laborer on any fucking job site and make more money than you right now.
Yeah.
Not to cook you,
Nah,
because I
hey,
love
man.
you. But
No, I
we'll come
know.
back to this when we're not having fun times. Leave the bad times for Monday through Friday.
Hey, man.
The bad times. Go be a service writer for a dealership. They make dick tons of money.
I couldn't work for a dealership, man.
Why not?
I don't fuck with that kind of shit.
I thought I didn't, but I love it.
The only shitty people are the salesmen.
Amen.
Being a salesman sucks. I would hate to do that.
As
Yeah.
a system, it's all kind of fucked anyway. It's just like, why can't you just tell me what the goddamn price of this car is?
Yeah.
Unit per walk out the factory with it. Why do I have to get shaken down by some dude who's wearing this permanent fucking smile?
Hey man, salespeople aren't bad, man. Besides
Fuck
Jim
them.
Man, I hate
They're
her.
trying to crank me for the highest price so they get a percentage. Fuck them. Here, man, I'm gonna do you a deal, and me paying more money is contingent on you having more money to
Hey,
spend on
man.
random shit.
You gotta
Fuck you.
respect the hustle, dog.
I respect nothing
What's-
about that.
Hell
Make
no, I don't. Fuck that.
Make that money.
I don't negotiate with the grocery store for my cheese and prices.
Well, it has a sticker price. You're only negotiating if you want less, like.
And then also it's just depending on whatever you want rolled into it as well. Like if you're trying
I'm
to
sure this
get,
is a
like,
riveting conversation about eggs, right?
Yeah, sure.
We were working our way towards that.
Oh, okay, good. Anyways, let's get to the killing.
The
Rip
killing.
and tear until it's done.
Stokon's not gonna be a boy. At the end of this, he's gonna be a man.
This is where it happens. Battlefield will make you a man.
Now, what are you gonna do if you see your dad die?
That's a great. Oh yeah, Jake, you're
quit.
gonna have to go back and rewatch the VOD.
Why is that?
I was asking Garrett what he's gonna do if Sokon dies here.
What'd he say?
Rip and tear until it's done.
Hey, remember, powerful moments only get you a more powerful character boost for the scene, dude.
Amen.
Just saying. Alright, let me pouch up so I can get in the zone, dude.
Hey,
There you
good
go.
idea.
Okay.
Some Xenergy.
Alright, so, perfectly enough, however, we have in our initiative lineup, we have the perfect slots for our mass combat rolls. So we'll do those at the very end. So, for our first PC slot, who's up?
Shokan's up.
Oh boy.
Very well.
I'm the watcher on the. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You're the watcher on the rim, brother.
I'm the
No
watcher on
way.
the wall.
Jon Snow.
I'd like to use my perception,
Go ahead.
try and see where they're where's our first contact point coming from.
It is raining, so sit back. Average check. 2 purples, 1 black.
Hey, we got a fuck ton of points. I'm upgrading.
Go ahead, brother. I put him there for a reason.
No shot. There's actually no way. There's actually
What?
no way I blinked on 3
Holy,
fucking dice.
holy cow. Well, Sokan, the rain has picked up. You are unsure of where the battlement lines are. You can hear the horns. You can hear the combined stomping of feet in Legion. But the edge of this forest that encroaches now upon what was a beautiful walkway vista of this peninsula where the ocean at once was, now offers incredible sightline coverage to an advancing force. What would you like your triumph to be?
I think I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna pass an upgrade
Okay. To
next.
next person. Okay, very good. Very good. Well, we will go next PC slot.
I don't want to use that triumph for my roll, so one of you guys.
All right. I think Oziad will go. Trying to think of what I can. Any way to like enhance, like what you call it? Like our essentially like archers, like our long range.
Yeah, fortunately, most of you guys have blasters. Like, the good news now, I mean, they're not, once again, they're not super high up on blaster packs or anything like that. But yes, you can, of course, walk
Are
the
you
line
coordinating
and
fight?
coordinate fire. Yeah, absolutely.
I like that.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Hey, big leadership check. Take your sweet upgrade. And take your, I don't want to say 2 purples.
Double upgrade, Garrett.
You think I should?
Hell yeah. We're not even halfway.
You know what? Let's keep it in the tank. I like our odds.
Because we can use it for the combat rolls too. These chill.
Ooh, yeah. That's
2 threat. So, I will actually take a boost die on my next little NPC check right here. But yes. So, yeah, this is old hat, man. This is nothing
I
new.
think since Oziad's like already fought them at the algae farm, I think he's like briefing them on what happened.
So you're letting them know everything: the shield snakes, the flank maneuvers that the crabs have tried. You're giving them quick updates, need to know information about what they might see come out of this jungle line, and where to focus fire. And there you could hear a fucking pin drop. Now you get some chatter from like the X4 guys that have been held back. So your forces that are still existing here within the city are not nearly as nervous. But once they're hearing orders, they're chirping down and continuing to pass this information down the line for you as well. What would you like your triumph to be on this fat, juicy roll?
Oh man, I think I'm gonna stick with an upgrade to our next PC slot.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. As
Yeah,
we
take
go,
that.
Be the next
Dom.
PC.
you will be the next after this NPC slot, indeed. Oh, you know what? I need to. I just realized in my overlay you can't see the initiative order. That's okay though. The first wave breaks sight line, and something quite surprising that perhaps you were not aware of. Out of the clearing and into an opening as like this front foliage falls away, seemingly like cut or smashed down or removed. You see a palanquin, or a palanquin, whatever you say, like the little carrying dais,
Yeah.
emerge out, and one of your scavenged mortar cannons is on this palanquin,
Oh.
and it
fuck.
fires upon your forces.
Jacob's living out my dream against me.
Now, the good news is, it is gunnery, and they don't do that. So setback, defenses, and medium range. So right now it's against 2 purples and 2 blacks. Does anybody want to upgrade or anything like that? And they will get a boost on.
I don't think so.
So I'll say, Oziad, you hear the report of this in like a frantic yell of like, what is that? And you're like, oh, it must be one of the shields. And then you hear the doo of this bright red, effectively laser artillery round fire over.
Mm.
Oh wow! Look at
God.
holy cow! Nice.
Blanked out. Jesus Christ.
All right. So with that, I'm gonna add 1 more black to our first roll for our combat roll. As sod and mud and the fences and housing begins to fly in the air, a sound of combat emerges. And once again, Oziad, I'll ask you this. Do you have them hold fire until to complete like your original plans?
I think, yeah.
Good. So you call it, hold! Hold! And they hunker down. The concussive blast and forces you see uproot a couple of your soldiers. Seemingly no fatal damage as of yet. But that is a problem you will have to take care of. And Call, you're up.
Okay, so like how far are the forces?
Just like in the first one, I'll say medium range from the first wall.
Are there any open battlements that I could use? Because I don't really have any ranged weapons besides my boomerang.
As far as to what end? What do you mean by to use?
I don't know. Do we have like any like fucking trebuchet? Not trebuchets. Do we have like any what's the word I'm looking for?
Mounted weapons.
Yeah, mounted weapons. Thank you.
Um, other than your blasters and things like that, I will say not right now, unless you want to spend a sweet resource for there to be one.
How do I do that?
Spend one of those sweet destiny points.
Okay, cool. Yeah, do it.
Then-
Okay.
Hey, call you like, man. Glance up. You see a mounted Z6 rotary blaster cannon beginning to whir up as one of the guys is getting it warmed up.
I walk over to him and I put my hand on his shoulder.
Your position has been relieved, soldier. Move along.
It's one of the X4 guys, like, gives you, like, scars all over the place, like, mouth drooping, like the bundle of scars on, like, the side of his face. Looks you up and down, and just shrugs it with a grunt and rolls off of it.
Perfect. I strap into that bitch, I lock in, and can I make a roll to see what do you call it? Any people of interest in out of the crowd?
Right now, the only people you have actual sightline on is the crew that seems to be arming the artillery gun.
Okay, well they're gonna get their shit rocked right now.
Very good. Well, hey, it's 2 purple, so because it's medium range. Call, you have never seen a blaster cannon before, so you'll have a setback for new technology, and it is gunnery. So you'll be
Oh, it's
using your
gunnery?
gunnery skill, yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
Also, you have
same
a-
as range heavy, so this is
And you do have a upgrade to a yellow regardless from Triumph.
perfect. All right. Boom.
Let's fucking go.
Call, go ahead and take 2 strain for me.
Alright.
This thing lurches and jumps like a serpent in your hands as blue blaster bolts, the 2 triggers on the top of it, it's still whirring up. You're like, rudimentary controls. Both thumbs down on it, and it just you start arcing like a fucking fire hose of plasma into it. It's base 12 damage, I think. So in this case, very good. You definitely cut down more than a few and send others diving for cover into the foliage. I'm at a sweet boost die for that, for sure. Okay, and Jupy, I believe, last PC.
Muted.
I would like to take the valuable facts action.
Naturally, of course.
Where the holy hot fuck did my... There it goes. Okay.
Also, Ozia, your head snaps to the side of who's not listening to your fire orders, and you see Call on top of the battlement at the blast cannon. And you're like, damn, I put Jameis up there for a reason.
No fucking way.
Ooh.
Dang. Boy, the seat on the table today, man, not in y'all's favor.
Yeah, what's up with all the blanks?
Dude, that's actually crazy. Jupy, right now you're feeling a bit flustered, maybe. But
They have a bunch of small information packets, shit drawn out,
Right.
throwing papers up. Hold on.
looking for something to be able to use.
Yeah,
But,
I'm just
you
gonna burn
definitely-
my gears and hold my position.
Very good. You do have one advantage. You want to pass a
Oh.
boost?
No, I would like to pass the boost. Can I pass it to the combat check, or is that only 2?
I'm gonna say no, because it's just the one. If it was 2, I would say yeah. But 1 will go to the first PC slot. Can I pass a boost down here? Forget. I don't think so. But whoever goes first, know you have your boost die.
Yeah.
All right. So, mass combat check inbound. Any destiny points, anything of the sort?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, destiny point.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go ahead and burn it then, big dog. Alrighty. Here we go.
Ooh.
Two threats. So I'm actually gonna add a setback to our next mass combat because it's on this one. But the battle unfolds entirely. Forces begin to emerge. Spears begin to be shot from these harpoon guns. Dark stick boomerangs sail towards embattlements. And the sounds of combat fold over this outskirt of the city. And the defenses Oziad are holding. And perhaps that first glimmer of hope stays alight, burns brighter within you. Now, Carl, I have a question.
Yes.
Last session, you mentioned wanting to perhaps challenge a champion of the Corestians to potentially sway them from service in this battle. Is that still something that you're looking to do?
That's definitely something I still want to do.
Ooh.
Okay, very good. Now that, the battle has emerged, that is something that's on the table for you as well. Okay?
Okay.
So we will go to the first PC slot. First round of combat is over. Things are going well. It seems that the focus of the one artillery cannon doesn't seem like another has appeared yet. You guys do notice a distinct lack of the crabs, though. I will say that. Some of the shield snakes have begun to take up positions, and the line is encroaching, but not too far. They haven't gained much ground.
Okay. All right. If no one else has anything, I'm ready.
Rock and roll, bro.
Do
All
it.
right. So, in regard to the shield snakes, I would like to. Here's the ideas. I would like to make a false sally to kind of deter them from setting up this round or next round, maybe whatever round they were going to set up, push them back around. Kind of like a feint to make them think we're coming for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, just a little. I was hoping to make a deception check
Yeah,
on that.
absolutely. I will say yes. Now, what will this look like? I'll say as we build this roll.
I think as simple as like getting a couple of the guys near me, be like, act like you're gonna jump over the wall and attack the snakes, and just start putting boots on top of the wall and maybe.
Yes, yes, building. So perhaps their leadership. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, go ahead and build your deception check against their leadership. I'm going to give you 1 red and 2 purples.
Yep. And I have my boost die from Will. All right. Surely. Nice.
Ooh. Okay.
A lot of fucking blanks today, dude.
I'm
Jesus.
telling you. But 1 success though. So, SoCon, you not super intrinsic knowledge on, battlefield movements and things like that, but the moment passes right in front of you and you say, oh, wait, I think we can try and deter this setup. And you have guys and some of the X4 guys that are on this front battlement where you're packed in like this little squad right here, they're willing to defer to you. They know that you're Oziad's son. I say, well, heck, why not? So they give a big a rallying yell, and leap on top of this battlement, firing their blasters as they do, and even make it look as if the charge is going to go, gaining a little bit of ground. And you can hear a change in the pattern of some of the horns behind, and one of the snakes that is on that 45-degree sort of vertical angle begins to sharpen it off, cut it back off as to not expose too much of it to try and show a more defensive flank of their already position. 3 threats, however. As this is happening, you catch the faintest glimpse of a full cavalry charge amassing once again on the seems like they took the long way around on your southern flank, the flank to your right side. Tried and true tactic.
All right.
Okay, and that'll be our next PC slot.
I'm trying to think of how best to assist in like the mass combat. So like, would dealing damage or boosting allies? Like, I'm trying to. I'm thinking. I mean, I've got the blast, the pulse rifle. I think I'll just put it to work.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, is there anybody specific you want to try and eliminate, or is it first come first serve? Are you going to try and punch through the snake again, or what's the plan?
I'm thinking it's still like an attrition thing. So trying really trying to use that last quality to affect like groups at a time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, go ahead and make your roll. It'll be the closest Corestian, or closest Fomorian and Corestian forces, really. So it'll be still 2 purples for your medium distance check.
And I'll aim with 1 maneuver.
Very good. I'll give you 1 setback for their cover. Partial, well, their decent cover from the snake.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
2
2
successes.
successes. So that will
Yeah,
certainly,
10.
add a boost die to our combat check. So you hunker down with with one of the squads on one of the embattlements. Give them a quick rundown of the fire. You wait to release the call, and you guys begin arcing pinpoint focused plasma death on these groups, and have good success on it as well. So that'll boost us there. Very good. Another positive. Okay. Right, and I'm gonna jump over to the Chargers. And they are going to attempt their cavalry charge on the line. It is well defended.
Question.
Yes.
Can I add a setback dice because I saw them setting up? Or was them setting up because of my threat?
Yes.
Ah. Could my threat also be...
Be a positive? No.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oosh.
Okay. So, the 2 pack of them, 3 of them actually, with riders atop, lead the charge and look to begin the flank on their rear line. Fire begins to focus that way, but they definitely get the closest. They haven't quite breached yet, but they have actually made contact with the line, and your vanguard forces on the side there are now trying to actively hold them off, but are certainly on the back foot. So that will be a setback to the group check there. Okay, next PC.
Okay. Me.
Go ahead, call.
I would like to get onto my battle cat.
Very good.
So I mount him and I head towards the Carestrian forces. Like, how many actions would I have to make for that?
Well, what action do you actually? Because this is all movement right now. What action
Okay.
are you actually wanting to take? Is the question.
Let me look at the skills, because basically I want to call out a champion, man.
Wouldn't it be an honorable tradition and have some kind of ritual or rite that other
Yes.
Corestians would recognize?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do, because what do you call it? Okay, first let me just get there. All right, I'll just RP it. Fuck it.
Hey, you dash across the way, open it up, and you know that a weapon thrust aloft above your head is certainly the call for a honorable challenge.
Which I do with my boomerang.
And make no mistake, you have to dodge some attacks and things as you're on there, but as you make closer contact, are you going to yell your challenge out as well, or?
Yes.
Okay, so, well, go ahead and make call. Go ahead, I will need a social check from you, what I want from you. I would say coercion, probably. Go ahead and make a coercion check for me.
Okay.
And really, it'll just be one purple.
All right.
And take a boost die. This is backstory related as well, so this is keyed in. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take a strain.
All right.
How
And
do
I
you?
yell out to them. I call of the name Gaston. I challenge you to a formal duel. Your attack upon these people is nothing more than treachery.
Ooh.
If any of you have any honor, you will come and face me, and I will strike you down.
The Crescians in this circle, the larger group that you approached, stop. They don't make any further motion to attack you. You can hear barking and calling down the line. The battle still rages around you, but even the Fomorians do not focus you here, as your proposition rings out. You see the foliage of the forest in front of you, of this this algae jungle in front of you, part, and you hear the ground quake even a few steps. And Kith Zo emerges from the jungle. As leader of these forces, I accept.
Oh no.
Okay, next PC.
Emboldens
What'd you say, Will?
I said this emboldens call.
Ooh.
Good.
Call him important. Call is important enough for this guy. That's my goat.
Now, Ozia, this is something you see.
Man, is Call kind of like
Call is now medium range. He has far extended your defensive capabilities, really, by any real means.
oh, hmm. I mean, guess we just gotta trust Call. But even then I will look over. Sokon, look over there. Well, I pointed it out. We may have to try to help him as much as we can.
Dad, that's an honor duel. That's like sacred to Call's people or something. We can't interfere.
Yeah.
And you can hear like from the appearance like on your defensive line. He's huge. Oh my! What is that?
I hope Paul knows what he's doing.
the fuck is that?
And I think Jukeby, I think you're up. Huh?
I want to make the roll first before I give the description.
Whoa!
I always think of what I want to do and how cool it is before I succeed at it.
But that's the point. You have to tell me because then I can help
Hell
you.
yeah.
Then I can help you.
Improvised detonation. Make a hard mechanics check to perform action to build an explosive device. All right. So there's my mechanics. There's my. Or did I pick up something? Give me a bonus die to that. No. Not from mechanics. Okay. No, I didn't pick up Touch of Fate. Free 2 bonus die. Cool. All right. Balls to the walls. 3 yellows, 1 green, 3 purples. Let's go.
Ooh. Pogged up.
So Jukeby's probably on a not the very front line, not the vanguard battlement, but one to the back, last fire battlement. He goes, "All right, call shit." He runs over to the side of probably like this elevated fortification made out of wood. Grabs onto a handhold and pulls open a trap door. He goes, "Oh, thank you, Wolf." And pulls out a like 30-pound fusion capacitor. Throws it down, cracks open the top, busts open a few wires, adds a detonator into it. Then next turn I will use my contraption.
Okay. Hey.
This guy's gonna be, because I gotta calculate the damage off of the successes. Alright, let's see. Equal ranks in intellect, ranks in mechanics, plus success. So 3, 4, 7, 8. 8 damage. This guy's gonna do.
You can also use that 2 advantages to give you a boost die on that check as well. You can target yourself with it, yeah.
On my contraption check, my next check?
Mhm.
Perfect. Cool deal.
Okay. Alrighty. Mass combat check time.
Ooh.
This is actually going to be the exact same roll. Any
okay.
expenditures, anything of the sort?
Yes. Destiny point, please.
Spend it up, brother. See, this is what the points are made for, fellas.
Use them.
Ooh. Man. 4 advantages, though. So, the flanking maneuver is proving to be successful. You can hear the combat on that side beginning to get closer and closer as they begin to chew through your sideline. And now the snakes have deployed effectively. They will cut the range down to short range now for the check. And they will be in a defended position to attack from as well. What would we like our advantages to be?
4 advantages? Hmm. Ooh, what about some brave civilians finally answering the call?
Yep, we can certainly bolster forces. We can punch these 4 advantages to 2 boost die on the next mass combat check as well, if we want to use them for that.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, we can definitely do that. Okay. So yes, your flank is reinforced by individuals roused by Oziad's speech earlier, and you have a quick battlement begin to hold, or quick battle skirmish develop on that side, as the strikers, the chargers, are halted for the moment, for the current moment. All right, that brings us back to the top. Paul, are you still operating the first slot?
Huh?
Are you still operating the first slot?
Was I operating the first slot?
That was me every round.
Oh, okay, no, okay, so come then, yes.
Let's see. How could I do a skullduggery check? What in combat would call for skullduggery?
Oh, that's a big pull. I'm not sure.
Let's see. Some trickery. What could you be tricky with? Kickflip off the battlement.
That's more SSX tricky.
I
You
like
know
your
what?
diversion plan from earlier. I think there's more to that.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, this might be a bad idea.
I like it.
But I think I'm doing it.
I love that.
I would like to try and disrupt the shield snakes by leading or rousing the troops around me to actually sally out.
Countercharge.
Yeah. And I'm not
Hey,
really...
I'm gonna say this is probably a leadership check, though.
Okay. All right. What's the difficulty, brother?
I'm gonna say, since they're implanted, I'm gonna give you the hard check. I'm gonna give you 3 purples.
Okay.
And you guys are getting a little thin over there, so give me a red and 2 purples.
Okay. And I am, of course, going to upgrade my check. Can I get a boost die from listening in on some of Dad's tactical meetings?
I would say your father could certainly assist you in this maneuver.
And he will.
Ooh. That's 2, right? Or no, you actually...
Yeah, to Grutus too, yeah.
Okay.
So, you guys once again might have that brief dual synapse fire of that same thought come to your mind at the same time. And you guys have the dual speak happen at the same time, and you get the A-OK.
All right. Whew, here we go.
Jace Malcolm core.
Oh yeah, baby.
Nice.
And short and simple, dude. Sokan's gonna scream, "With me!" and fucking jump the fucking battlement.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oziad, you snap over to Jameis, and he immediately deluges a hail of covering fire as this squad, led by your son, countercharges their entrenched position with a battle cry. You hear Sokan yell, "With me," and you can hear "For Riptide" as these other groups just yell as they lead 8 men jump over the battlement, firing in unison, boots stomping through the mud to go make their attack run on their embanked emplacement. Man, that's awesome. Man, that's awesome. I'm upgrading.
Hey,
I'm upgrading a green to a yellow.
Let's fucking go.
I'm upgrading a green to a yellow on that one, dude.
Hey, 2 of Sokan's traits that I have for him natural tactician, and quick to action.
Hey, baby. You're playing in form. Next PC slot.
There's
Oh,
me.
man.
All right, so Call, we're using the alternate dueling rules like we've used for their reclaimants and things like that.
Yeah.
All right.
So, as a quick refresher, it doesn't use your wounds or strain, but your challenge point threshold is what it's called. It's equal to your strain threshold. So for you, that'll be 12.
Okay.
It will be 15 for Kithzo. So it's just pure successes on your rolls. You don't count like your weapon damage or anything like that, but you still use all your combat rolls like usual. Movement is inferred, so you don't have a movement action. You only get your one action. As you guys are, especially in these 10, 15, 20-minute rounds, are thought to be moving about among the battlefield. You can still burn strain for extra maneuvers to aim or anything like that, but you only get the one. So,
Okay.
Kithzo has his flow blade activated already. So it has this tinge of like this magenta pink like refracting off of the water hitting it. And it is probably a 6-foot long blade.
I make sure I brandish my weapon. I stare him down with a fucking death stare. Eye to eye.
Well, buddy, it's your move, and he'll move. We'll both go on your initiative slot. So I'll defer to you. You'll get the first move.
Does this guy have anything to say before we start?
He accepted your challenge. Do you have anything to say to him first?
Kitsuto. We came to these people as strangers, and they accepted me and my family with open arms.
They are strangers to these lands as you are.
And they are doing nothing more than trying to make a life out here.
Just as you.
The difference between us is they would never come to such actions as these.
You value strength and honor among yourselves, but the only thing I see here is bloodshed for the mere sake of it.
This is why the title of Gisan has been nothing more than a scar upon my own honor.
Your Archon has already bent the knee, and we offer the same choices to these people. If they do not choose subservience, they will be made to.
Will I stand here to protect them? I will lay down my own life for them. And I will see that you're washed away with the tides.
Ooh.
Oh yes.
All right, so
Strike out.
very good, very good. So, first things first. He's adversary 3, so it will be 2 reds and a purple, and he has 3 melee defense, so it'll be 3 setbacks as well.
Okay. Hold on. I had to refresh my shit.
No worries.
Okay, give me the pool one more time. I'm sorry.
2 reds, purple, 3 setback.
And 3 setbacks. Damn. Alright, let me flip one of these little goon biscuits. There we go. And, well, bam! We win these. Right? Ah, fuck.
You guys call.
Damn.
He's 15 foot tall, by the way. Probably 13. This deters you not as you take your first leaping strike and seek out the offensive. Right now, this is the learning phase. You were hoping perhaps to get one in early and see if we could keep him further on the back foot. But it is hard to penetrate his defensive range just with his absolute reach. But, right now, you fail to land a blow on him. But as this combat starts, he might be referred to as a god in these people, but you think you can make him bleed. You have 2 advantages. What would you like to do with those? You can pass yourself a boost die if you like, or pass him a setback die.
I would like to give myself a boost die.
Okay. Make sure you hold on to that then. Make sure you remember.
All right.
Okay. And he will counterattack you with his flow blade. Any melee defense?
I do. Let me check. It is only 1.
Okay. In this flash of blades, even Kithzo himself is on the defensive. He's on his heels right now. He's not quite able to find an opening to strike out at you. So, right now, it's a stalemate. But because it's a stalemate, I'll let you pick the locale change. So where is the next scene of your duel going to take place? Right now it's in the front lines in the sort of no man's land. Where are we going to move to?
I'm going to say that we are going to be moving closer towards a ridge.
Okay, very good. So we'll be pushing back into the jungle towards the ridge perhaps you'd known of earlier.
Yes.
Very good. Right. All right, for this one, we're going to try and fight back against Sokan's lead charge. And they are actually going to rush out to meet you. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Do they have any defense? They do not.
Okay.
Success, 2 advantages. So, you lead the charge, and it is an immediate clash. Really makeshift weaponry as it begins to get down and dirty. These spears lancing out. You can hear some of your comrades taking hits, but they have the defensible position right now. You are being met with resistance.
Okay.
So that'll be a setback for our combat. Okay, next PC.
I'll go. So seeing this, I think Oziad's gonna take up a squad. Go. We're gonna take the fight to them, and I'll try to kind of flank Sokan's group to then like come in from the side support.
Very good. Hey, give me another leadership check to maneuver. And I'll give you the boost die here as well, because they're already engaged. And two purples.
We win these.
We do.
Nice.
Indeed
That
you
we
do. So, 3 successes, 2 advantages. If you want to rout one of the snakes with your advantages and your success, that can certainly happen on this roll. So, Sokan, you have a flash of fear as the defenses are not breaking perhaps as quickly as you would hope. And as you see one of your members take a spear and fall down leaking blood, defeated, you're beginning to think of what the next move you need to make is, as the flashes of blasters and a rallying cry led none other than your father appears, and the snake falls dead as the pulse rifle blows it to pieces in front of you, and their first defensive position is routed. Okay, and that will actually remove that added setback die there. Okay, last PC.
I want to, but I won't. I want to, but I won't. I've been stopped before in this verse by honor, and I will be stopped again, you fucking bastards. Fly a goddamn nuke in his face. Alright. So
Well, and at this point, visual on Call and Kitzo has ceased. You guys can no longer see them as they disappear into the jungle.
So I'm gonna take this massive flux capacitor and I'm gonna go ahead and roll contraption for. Let's make this hard mechanics check. Let's go.
Oh my
right.
God.
So
Take
I'm
three.
going
Take
to
three
take
strain
Ooh,
for messing with
real hard. Ugh.
improvised explosives as you sweat and your hands tremble.
So I'm going to take this improvised explosive. I'm going to attach a harness to it. I'm going to clip it to the bottom of my recon remote, and I'm going to
I knew
overdrive
this
the
was gonna
thrusters
happen.
on the recon remote.
I was like, Dom's about to Modern Warfare 2 Predator kill streak these guys. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
And now my beast is created, and next turn I can fucking use it. Let's go, baby.
Mamma mia. Hoo-wee. I'll say you don't even have to really. Has always been the plan. The actual battery generator itself already has like foils attached to it, so harness not needed. You just have to plug your recon remote in and burn it, and it'll start using some of it as thrust for this improvised rocket.
Oh, let's go, dude. Let's go.
This rocket propelled grenade, if you will.
Hey, let's go.
Inshallah.
All right. Okay. Mass combat roll inbound.
Ooh. It's one up, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
One up, one all, yeah. And I believe. Well, I get to. So it's actually 3 yellows on this one. Be 3 yellows, 3 blues, and just 3 purples. So this is our best check yet. I'll go ahead and burn one too. My pool looks too ugly against me here.
Ooh.
Ooh. Right. So as our focus begins to get a little bit laser pinpointed and we lose some of our support on the back line, we begin to fall. Oziad, you're hearing calls to fall back as the cavalry charge has once again found purchase. And on the other end, the Fomorians have actually reached up from the other snake and have started fighting on the line. And you hear the first calls to fall back. You guys know that if you delay too long, you will be overextended past your own defensive line and stuck behind the new enemy line. As this one now surges forward, or will surge forward to our second wall. Perhaps where Jupy was setting up his contraption. All right, first PC.
All right.
Well,
So 1 shield snake down.
I've got a crazy idea, and I might be wasting a turn, so I don't know.
Hey,
do it.
less
Down one, two, do
thinking,
it.
more doing.
Battlefield experimentation. I'd like to take one of my Ithorian finger bones. The wood, the Bafor wood. And I'd like to go to the soldier that was gutted with a spear. Is he dead?
I
Or
will say
dying.
he's dying.
Okay.
But you know, it's one of them triangular stab wounds, you know, that you can't patch,
Ah.
as they say.
Oh, that's ugly.
Okay. This is literally just like maybe the Force could do something here. I'd like to pull the spear out and shove the Ithorian finger bone into his gut wound
Oh my.
and see if anything happens.
Just see what happens.
I don't know, man.
That's some Aqua shit. He would be very proud of you.
What do I want from you here? What do I want from you here?
I mean, look, it makes sense. Jupy's got a back for tree fucking pauldron welded to his shoulder. Like,
Yeah,
It's true. It's pretty
I don't know.
sweet. Oh man! Alright. Give me a medicine check.
Ooh, okay.
Add your force die.
Okay.
Hard check.
All right.
If you want to beseech more help, I'd have to reach a little deeper.
Reach a little deeper. How?
One of them there points.
That's easy.
10 heartbeats.
Add another force die.
Ooh, okay. Oh, baby. This seems so silly.
You will need both pips.
I will use both pips.
What does that look like, Shokan?
I almost want it to be like literally a wood patch grows out of this wound and just like completely seals it off as if it was always there.
As this open wound, the spear's already pulled out. You know, they stabbed, pulled out, kept fighting, right? So he's
Okay,
just
yeah.
gut wound, bleeding, right? Delirious, head barely rolling, faint of breath. Do you say anything whenever you do this?
I don't think Sokan would have the presence to say anything. I think he's just, got a little bit of battle shock going on. Don't know why he has this idea, but he has to try it.
Shokan, in the back of your mind, you hear just the briefest, stanza of a chant in a throaty, four-voiced language that you can't parse. 3, 4, 5 seconds, maybe. As you feel this energy flow through you, and this finger bone melds into this soldier, and something begins to happen, and he gasps awake.
I'll kind of grab his face, be like, "Are you okay? Are you awake?"
And he's in shock, so he's shaking on the ground. Oh. And he's feeling around. What'd you do?
I don't know. Can you walk? Can you get up?
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Alright. Next PC.
That's me, sir.
How many fingers do Ithorians have?
Probably, I think 8.
Oh,
I think
shit.
3 in the thumb.
Nice.
Go ahead, Call. The duel rages.
Yes, sir. See here. Melee. You said 2 reds, a purple, and 3 setbacks.
Yep. And you guys are looking. Oh, good. You already rolled.
Ah.
Okay. Paul, somehow you've been put onto the defensive now. He is a good duelist. Perhaps a bit
I'm not
rusty. You think that maybe he hasn't had to use these skills in quite some time. But right now, you are actively trying to keep yourself alive while you are devising a way to be able to get through his incredible range and defense.
Man.
Right now, you're coming up short. And let's see, he will get his counterattack. And you got 1 defense, you said?
Yes.
You know I'm burning one of mine, Goat.
I would expect nothing less, Goat.
Ooh.
3
man.
successes. So that'll be 3 challenge points out of 12 for you.
Okay.
Let me mark that as well. So, Call, you're now, it has changed. Kithzo has managed to gain the upper hand here. Your blade, your power sword, has been clashing against his flow blade now, easily. But now you've suffered 2, 3 minor cuts to your arms and legs. Just picking, testing, prodding at your defenses. You're a fine duelist. But unfortunately, you will not be able to take what you learn from this duel back with you. All right. The battle line pushes back.
I couldn't think of something witty to say back.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay. You're getting whooped on right now, so that's okay. They are going to converge fire on the group that is currently behind enemy lines.
Being me and Ozied?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Would expect nothing less.
As you guys begin to fight for your retreat, it is slow going. You are beginning to take some losses as we're trying to fight out of this bubble and get back to our defensive lines. You're making progress, but not without the cost of blood spilled. Now add a black to us. Okay, next PC.
I can go if you're still thinking here.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Enemy predator drone spotted.
So I'm going to take the recon drone and I'm going to fly it as center mass as I can into the enemy forces pushing into our retreat.
Are you worried about structures or anything like that?
Absolutely not.
That's what I figured. Hey, I roll it up.
What check am I making right
Explosives is mechanics.
here? All right, man.
Now you are danger close. So it's just gonna be 1 purple, but I'm gonna upgrade. So just 1 red.
Let's go, dude.
And you do have your boost die, don't forget.
It was one boost die.
Mhm.
Cool deal. All right, give me a
Will, you
triumph,
didn't
'cause
take
I've
your
got
boost
something
die.
juicy for a triumph, baby.
Oh shit, yeah, it's fine.
Got
I'll
something-
take it on the next one.
Give me a motherfucking triumph, dude. Give me a motherfucking triumph, dude. All right, I'll
Close
take that.
enough.
I'll take that.
So 3 advantages. What quality on this weapon would you like to activate with 3 advantages?
Go gadget, go fuck everybody in this close proximity. No, I think I'd like to. I think the fusion capacitor that blows up makes at least a caustic ground to where it would impede advancement.
Very good. So 3 successes. So is that 11 damage? Because there's 8 off your previous, and then you actually attacked with it, so it's plus your successes here.
I think
Sound-
it's up to you if you want to.
Sounds good to me. Well, yeah,
Perfect.
you add the damage anyway. Sounds like a plan to me. Jukeby, you're having to like eye pilot this thing. But you have to shield from the thrust as it rocket propulses out and pushes some of the platform away, ripping it apart as it takes off. You can, like, your own soldiers are, like, retreat firing past you as the forces are encroaching. And I will say the cavalry charge of the crabs are center mass of this pinpoint spear strike. And you can see, you say, oh, what a prime target. And you try to wheel this thing down right into it. And the concussive force launches you back probably 15, 20 feet, even how far you are from it right now. You guys, as you are fighting for your retreat, Sokan and Ozed, you see legitimately a small mushroom cloud erupt where your primary line of defenses were. And you can see bits of Shale Striker Charger launched past you, like a claw flies past your head and like sticks into the mud, charred and blown to pieces past you guys.
Holy shit. Was that Jerky?
If you look to where Jukeby was standing up now.
And I'm actually going to pull a purple off of the mass damage caused to their forces from that.
Dude.
That's my goat.
Okay, next PC.
Okay, so I don't know mechanically how I would do this.
Good, that's my job.
Perfect. Oziad has sidestep, so he can take strain to upgrade difficulty on ranged attacks. I kind of want to like take aggro and keep sidestep on to like have them try to focus fire me to cover the rest of our force.
Absolutely. So I will make an attack on you instead of rolling here. To now where a huge explosion has happened and given you really a solid retreat line. So yeah, I'll make an attack on you, Ozia. Do you have any melee defense?
1.
Okay, good. And sidestep upgrades or increases?
I believe upgrade.
Okay, very good.
Yep.
Would you like to spend anything else on the check? Because right now it's 2 yellows, green, 1 red, 1 purple, 1 black.
Yeah, let's flip one.
Okay, now with the flip, do you want to upgrade to a red or decrease from a yellow on the attack?
We'll upgrade to a red.
Yeah. Very good. Hey, make them fuck up. That's right. Paid
Hey.
off. Paid off. So, Ozad, you get on your Rambo shit. One of the fallen, repurposed rusty ass E11s that have been here longer than you remember. You scoop up from the mud in one arm, no stock folded out, and you're two-arm firing, running, causing just a huge ruckus in the back line. Pulse rifle sending Fomarians and Corestians flying into the air. E11 lancing red bolts, and they're trying their best, but you literally single-handedly rout a platoon as they run from you to seek a better defensible position. And Sokan and the rest are able to slip back to the defensive lines, leaving just yourself.
Worth it.
That's my hero, dude. That's my dad.
Fucking say.
That's my hey. All right, boys, combat check time. Hey, this one, things are looking good.
Ooh, baby.
Here. Man, my pool looks not good on this one, so I'll upgrade.
Right. Let's go, dude.
The defenses hold at the second line.
We're going to
Oziad's actions. We're going the distance, lads. Oziad's actions managed to route and distract the attack long enough to buy some time. Oziad, you do notice that the next vanguard is approaching out of the jungle now. They're beginning their next reinforcement phase of troops. As we go back to the top. First piece.
All right. I would like to use Cassia here, if possible.
Attaboy.
Cassia is seeing that. Well, I don't know if this would. I don't know. Having a battlefield commander is important. Cassia is seeing that Oziad. Go ahead.
I will say this: if it strikes you, maybe Cassia is returning from the monument a little late. Maybe she comes across a certain duel going on at the moment.
Ooh, I hadn't thought about that. It is an honor duel, though.
It is, but I'm just saying.
This guy's 15 foot tall. He's too fucking cute.
What could I even do here?
Ask the dead what they think of honor and hear their answer.
Ooh, I like that. I actually love that. And I think I am going to put my lot in with Call.
Attaboy.
If that's okay with you, Will. I don't want to
Yeah, that's
interrupt.
fine.
Okay,
The
sick.
the second brother arrived.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I'll jump in with Cassia.
Well, go ahead and make an attack, brother.
All right. She's gonna pull out her training stick, which I'm imagining is it's lightsaber, but I'm flavoring it as like just a Joe staff.
Mhm.
Just like
Hey, 2 reds, purple, 3 blacks, man.
2 reds, purple, 3 blacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We win these. Oh, I get a boost die too. All right. Bow.
So this is Cassia?
Yeah.
So, Call, you make it to the edge of the ravine you had scouted earlier. As you are trying to position Kithzo to be able to take advantage of this, the rain has been flowing. You think a deluge and a flood might happen at any time, and you're trying to get that into your favor. But he outmaneuvers you. your foot and heel slips onto the edge of the ravine, and you barely catch yourself. And he's about to swipe down on your hand, holding your body aloft on this ravine. And a flash of movement comes out of the corner of your eye, and the flat of the blade is pushed away from its path as Cassia Vanway interrupts and deluges an attack on this guy, swiping, running, buying you time. 2 successes will be the first blood taken on his challenge pool.
Cassia.
Stick a hand out. You're a fool, Call. An honor duel against a god? You've got to be kidding me.
I have a lot of reasons to take him on like this.
Well, now we can take them on like this. And get after it. Bah, bah, bah.
Next PC. As Call clambers up with assist from Cassia, you guys face down Kitzo, who spits a little spittle and blood out of his mouth from where the staff connected with him.
And I try to take in the opportunity, and I swing down on that bastard.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to remember to actually use the boost die that I forgot to use.
Very
last
good. Very good. Also, Cassia, take the strike.
Don't forget you can aim.
Ah,
You can
shit.
take 2 strain to aim. This is true.
Alright. Come on. The Force.
May the Force be with me. Come on. Triumph. Let's go. 3 failures and 4 advantages. Goddamn.
So you and Cassia attack in concert. But even here, the 6-foot blade and just the pure size. Even now, as you batter him further and further, and he's on the defensive, but you still can't manage to find a strike whenever his focus is compact on you. All right. Oziad, you're all alone. And you are now well behind the vanguard line. So focus.
Still sidestepping.
Still sidestepping. But the attack is going to come to you. This was a big group, so it's going to look like this here. Holy moly.
Let's go.
One advantage, which I'll hold. But Ozia, you are darting your leg injuries like a faint memory. You're running full steam. The adrenaline is pumping. You can only hear tactical thoughts within your mind. You're not even thinking. You're darting the cover. You're blowing holes in the line. You're pushing barricades over to slow the advance behind you. All the while, dark sticks fly near your Montrals, harpoon guns sticking to the ground beside you. You are a wanted man, and they know that they can close a trap around you if only they could get you to stay still. Next PC.
That's my motherfucking dad, dude.
I think just like I think a moment of clarity hits Oziad. He goes, "Okay, we've done our damage. We regroup and we do it again." And I think he's gonna use enhance for his athletics to try to regroup as quick as possible.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Right.
Average check. One setback because it's rainy. Why not?
Cool. Cool.
Good news. 2 light side pips.
And I'll use them both.
So,
Yeah.
what does this unnatural athleticism look like as you bound back to your line? And this is, of course, force enhanced, so go big if you wish.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like you said, just kind of like jumping over battlements and stuff, knocking stuff down. And I think at one point he just like slings the pulse shotgun on his back and just like full like dead sprint just through and like, you know, like a slide underneath like a mud slide like finds a
Oh,
mud
hell
slide.
yeah. We full Helldivers combat slide underneath a Charger crab strike. You've seen that. You've been there before. You hit one of those. You know it's coming. You're a blur to these guys' eyes. You slide probably 15 yards. Like, you hit the first slide, and you don't stop for a hot minute. Like, your pants are hot from the friction of the ground, like whenever you stand back up. But you hear the rallying cry, he's back! He's clear! Focus fire! And you manage to slide barrel roll over the last battlement and rejoin the bulk of your forces. 6 advantages. What would you like to spend those
That's a
on?
lot of fucking advantage.
I mean,
That's a big, big scene change if you'd like.
I want to go for the big scene change. I just don't rightly know. You look like you're scheming, Chris.
I'm always scheming. There's an idea. You know, maybe some of the enemy forces are disheartened. Maybe break off. Maybe maybe some unexpected allies show up. I don't know.
I like that. I mean, I don't know. A section of Carestians are moved by Call and Kith Zo. Turncoat.
Hey, worry not. I've got you, brother. You hear a rallying cry from behind you, from literally like the southern advance where you guys had left and went to Karish Fen the first time, directly south of Riptide proper. And a small force, think about a dozen and a half Carestians in these bright blue garments, over-dyed garments, arrive, headed by none other than Magor Vin.
Ah, my man Magor, dude. Let's fucking go. Hunter.
And I think that he gives a couple barking orders to his troops, and they gather and join the defensive lines. And he will probably happen to find a Ozad, he's gonna find you. You've never met this guy before. But he finds you. You are commander, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
I am Magor Vin. We owe a great debt to your son and some members of your community, and we are here to pay it back in full.
Well, your help is more than appreciated. I really gotta talk with Soka. Soka's been up to a lot more than I thought.
May our soldiers find peace inside the great darkness, and may we cast down our brethren that attack against us.
Whatever you say, Magor.
And he... All right.
That motherfucker don't mix words.
Alrighty, so that is a troop positive at a green.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, next PC.
Yeah, GP's gonna like roll off, pick himself up, and start dusting off. And as he makes his way to the back, he'll survey the battlefield, and I'll start reaching for his comm link. Oh man, I bet Magor's saying some cool shit to Oziad right now. All right, and I tune out. I roll through my list of contacts in the comm link, like a little analog walkie-talkie. I find the Justicar. I slam the frequency on the Mayday option all the way to 100. And I start pressing the send through button. I'm trying to call Mayday to find Justicar.
Very good. You send it out successfully, I'll say. But I'll leave it right there for now.
Oh.
You know that a link was established. You don't hear anything back from the other side, but you know that your message was broadcast.
Sick.
All right. Big juicy group roll. And we didn't really alter this one too much, so that's fun.
What are we at again?
Maybe.
Well, now we're at 1 yellow, 3 greens.
Or sorry, like total.
I think it's
And
1, 2.
it's tied up at 2.
Ooh. We're fucking going the distance.
We are going the distance right now. This is a battle. All right, and the forces have arrived for them as well. So 3 purples and 1 black.
Ooh.
Any expenditures?
Point.
Yes.
Flipping the coin.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, that's a win. It is 3-2. The defense halters yet again. Even the influx of troops from the rear vanguard is not enough to break now your secondary line. What would we like our group triumph to be? A huge swing upgrade in the battle.
I have the dice one.
Say it.
Fire away.
Our Primus destroyer drops out of the fucking sky and knocks Ordo lands on the goddamn battlefield. Huh?
Ooh.
Huh?
I love that. I love that.
Huh?
Hellpod inbound.
Oh yeah.
Garrett, I will leave that up to you. I'll give you final say.
Oh, 100%.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm down.
It is not the Justicar that sweeps overhead, but you can hear the burn of thrusters as one of these Lambda-class shuttles with wings deployed, these bright blue sublight engines burning behind it, scorches down in a low low pass, like 50-foot low pass. Eyes immediately go to the sky, and almost all of you are immediately worried that somebody else has made a play for the enemy. But the back landing bay is open as it slows in a ridiculous J-turn maneuver, the nose almost pointed directly towards the sky, and a single figure hand-holded on to one of the bay door openings in the back. Garrett, please announce Nox Ordo's arrival to the scene.
I mean,
And please don't skimp on what he's wearing.
oh yeah.
Bit check.
I think it's just like, well, like he drops big dust cloud. First thing you see in the dust cloud is his, I believe his saber is orange now on his like newer one. So just the glint of an orange saber in like a bunch of dust. As it clears, you see that he's got his kind of sand-colored Mandalorian armor on. Still blindfold, no helmet. It just lands, goes, kind of like looks back to like the wall that's holding. Even well, turns his blind face to the wall behind him, and then just turns to the group in front. And goes, sorry, I'm late. And I think he's just gonna rush straight into him and just start carving.
Everyone watches as Nox disappears under a human dog pile of Fomorian and Carestians and spears, and for the briefest heartbeat of a moment think that he might be overwhelmed before 12 bodies explode off of him, thrust away from him, like a repulsor blast goes off literally from his body. And a gleaming beacon of hope joins the field. And that'll be a yellow upgrade for the combat check, for sure.
Holy shit.
That's my thoughts exactly. And we're at the top.
Fuck yeah. Will, you wanna take the first round in our combat?
Sure, why not?
Hell yeah.
Now, at the top, I'm going to note something for you real quick.
Okay.
Kitzo does not seem perturbed or upset that another member has joined this duel by any means. But you do notice his stance change as he puts both hands onto his blade. He's been fighting single-handed this whole time.
Oh, fuck.
What's his stance look like?
Feet spread apart just slightly past shoulder width, one drug in the mud a little bit behind him. Tip of the blade pointed out in front away from his body, both hands extended, elbows just barely soft from locked.
I run in there, blade overhand, and I try to feint. One attack and I swing back over to see if I can get him in a
And,
opener. Oh,
real quick, I'm going to ask for the scene change.
okay.
Where are we dueling at now?
Let me look at the map. I mean, say we moved closer to the main battle.
Okay. So we've retraced steps, battered our way back. And
Yeah.
we'll say that the statue of Daklin is not too far away from sight at this little clearing. But
Yeah.
go ahead and make your roll. Now, no setbacks.
No
2 reds,
setback.
1 purple.
Thank God. Yay!
Nice.
That's my goat.
Take 2 strain, call.
Alright.
But 4 successes, very good. you really start to take it to him now. On this stance change, he's left himself a little bit more open, and now with the added body of Cassia here, he's having a little bit more difficulty fending off both the attacks at once. You're able to get some solid scoring hits on him. You glance off of his thigh at one point in time, and you notice your Ripper, which doesn't really have much to worry about on the best day, actually glances off some of the carapace that grows there on his thigh, and chunks off a piece of this red algae that flows off of his body.
Oh?
And next PC.
I will, of course. Oh, what the fuck is happening? Okay. I will, of course, do my combat check with Kitso.
Very good. 3 rich.
Did you upgrade, Will?
Did
you upgrade
upgrade what?
your check?
No, I didn't.
I am.
Okay, go for it.
Nice.
3 successes, 3 advantages. What would you like your 3 advantages to be?
I think I'd like to give him as many setback as I can.
Me too.
Okay.
Very good. Now, you guys in Call are on a mental flow state now. Openings, I don't know if you've ever fought with him before or not, but regardless, you are working in perfect tandem. At one point in time, you slide over the top of him like in a back-to-back roll, dodging over one of the blade strikes from Kitzo, and you're able to find openings, continually working him until we're almost at the base of the statue.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Kitsu will make his attack. And he will take 2 strain to use a force power as a maneuver and roll his C-Shaper check.
I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the gas station and go get some caffeine. If that's okay.
First one. Well, yeah, I mean, you have to make another roll here pretty quick, but still.
Oh, wait.
First things. Alright. 1 to activate. 1 to use. Very good. So, the ground around all of you erupts in these red algae stalks and begin to encroach upon your legs and arms and anything exposed as it flows off of his body. And you guys will upgrade every check as long as you are within short range of him. So it'll be another red or purple, depending. And then he will make his attack. Let's say on the call. Call, you had 1 melee defense check?
Yes.
All right, so call. First things first.
Okay.
That's going to put you at 8 out of 12 on your challenge point threshold. He'll use his 1 advantage to crit, and he'll use his 2 triumphs to add plus 20 to it.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll crit for this PC. You have 1 on you already, so it'll be a plus 30 crit.
Okay, so it's a D100.
Yes, you should be able. It should be on your sheet as well. If you click and roll down under your experience, you should be able to roll crit for this PC and add a plus 30 to that, like before you roll it.
Oh, whoops.
Delete that one. And then,
Wait, I got it.
Okay.
I just didn't understand how it worked. I thought that hitting the roll crit button would like build the pool and then I can add 10. Okay,
No,
got it.
but delete that fearsome wound one. We don't want that distracting on there.
That what?
The fearsome wound one you have. That one. That's the incorrect one.
Where does it even show that?
Under critical injury.
Under critical injury. It should be under your XP as well. Scroll down a little bit more.
I mean, I see the one that says distracted.
Refresh your page then.
Okay.
Fuck, man.
Okay, there we go. So
Delete the fearsome
one am I getting
wound.
rid of?
Delete the
There we
fearsome wound one.
All
Yeah.
right, perfect.
So, Call. I'm a generous god.
Yes.
Would you like to roll a d4?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want... what numbers do you want to be your arms, and what numbers do you want to be your legs?
1 and 2 my arms, 3 and 4 my legs.
Very good. Go ahead and roll that d4 on the board for me.
Oh, fuck.
1 of my legs, left leg. Damn.
Very good. So, you go on the offensive, and you guys were actually able to get some purchase and were able to have some success. But in a flurry of movement, both of you are pushed away as he swings massively with both hands, and you have to retreat from the arc. And he closes on you in a moment, in the blink of an eye, and the edge of the flow blade pierces your femur through the bone. Doesn't cut the leg entirely off, but it is immediately begins to grow this red algae from the wound.
Oh no.
Oh,
Alright.
God.
All right. Back to the main combat as the forces rage against each other. Let's see. They're going to try and prep for a combined assault, a little spear strike down the middle to try and finally get some purchase. So they actually going to go with a coordination check. Make that an average check.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
They fail. So, with this juicy little triumph right here, though, I'll end up upgrading the mass combat check anyways. So, they are attempting, their first attack is rebuked as Nox stands ahead of the shield. And they are desperately looking for another way around. And I would say we might have a couple of ball watchers right now, sort of fixated on the hero himself at the front of the battle, which might leave us a little opening on the backside here. Got it. Next PC.
Bless you.
Shit. Oh no, you got anything, Bubba?
Jinx. No, but I think Oziad, now that he's back on the defense line, is gonna try to rally the soldiers one last time and realize that this is their final push. We've got to break it.
Give me a leadership check, baby.
I'd
All or
like to
nothing. 3
I would like to
perps.
assist.
Very good. Get your 2 boost die.
Cool. 3, you said?
Yep, 3 purples. Yep.
And
And I know you guys need one of these bad boys. Give me a red, 2 purples, man.
And flip that back.
Amen. God, we're dropping triumph like crazy.
I know they're going wild. You're trying to rally for it right now, but it is immensely chaotic. Fires in some of the buildings are raging. The fighting now has lost a lot of cohesion, and it's small group against small group pretty much. It is hard to try and rally everyone together, but you have 3 advantages and a try.
Can I? How many advantages is it to pass 2? Is it?
You can pass 2 to the next person with 3. So 1 to the next and then 2 for a target.
Yeah, I'll pass 2 with the advantages, and then can I, with the triumph, upgrade the mass combat?
How do you want to do that?
I mean, I think.
I got an
Good.
idea for you.
Because
Which
I will say, well, I'll let you go here in a second, Chris. But Oziad, like the conversation you had previously, talking about when you know the moment will be right. You think you're on the precipice of a moment such as that.
I mean, God, I can't remember the full extent of that conversation. But I think
It was along the lines of, when do I know that it's the striking moment?
I think, yeah. I think Oziad will look at Sokon, go, stay safe. I'll just rip one of the extra guns off of the back of another X4 back to dual wielding, and I'll charge straight at the spearhead.
Attaboy. So yes, that will upgrade our check then for sure.
Also, hey man, the enemy doesn't know your leadership check failed.
That's right. That's right.
If the
Alright.
commander's charging,
Jukeby. 2 boost die and whatever you want to do here, by the way.
Sick. Once we get far enough away, I'm going to make an improvised position for us to fall back to in between the lines. I have to make this hard mechanics check first.
Okay.
Sick. Am I gonna take a strain?
Yes.
Sick. So, as we kind of falling back into this line, even with Oziad trying to lead this this rebuff charge, about say 30, 40 yards in front of our secondary line, I'm going to start raising panels and slapping braces into it as if it was pre-laid there for somebody to use. So I'm going to instantly put up a, I guess, scrap Durasteel. Essentially a watchtower. You know, 1 level, decent little fortification, peak holes all throughout it. I think it's provides cover for the group and its vehicles. It doesn't say hard cover or weak cover or anything like that. Half,
Cover
medium, whatever.
will be Well, for ours, it'll give us a boost die for our combat check. So, yeah. Absolutely, dude. This guy, Fortnite gamer. All right. All right, boys. Here goes nothing.
Flip a coin.
Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Okay.
Flipping it.
Hey, flip. Okay, let me get my
Flip them two. There we go.
let me get my total count down here. Okay. Oh, holy moly. Okay. And then we just flipped one.
Yeah.
I'm flipping one back. Run, fuck. Looks good for you guys.
All right.
Music change, music change.
What are we thinking?
I need a victory song, man. Hmm. Actually, you know what? We can go back to this. Oh, this is the mysterious one. This.
Tell them Kendrick did it.
The charge is repelled. Oziad charges to the front of the spearhead, and forces naturally fall behind him as the final surge of the enemy combatants begin to clash. But with Nox, Oziad, Shokan, Jupi at the helm, and many average everyday heroes and civilians picking up arms to defend their home, the final forces are routed in a brilliant display and have to cut tail and run in full retreat back to the jungles. All are not defeated, but you have won this day.
Thank God.
But we still have some business to take care of. Call, Cassie,
Yes.
last round.
All right. I would like to take the first slot, if you please. And I need to make a call. I need to make a call to the banker.
Voice line this guy.
Sure.
Dude.
Bank's always open, brother.
So the stride basic power does themselves and others. I don't have a magnitude upgrade. If I'm successful, would I be able to transport call in my stead?
Give me a discipline check. Hard difficulty. Add your force die. Need a success on the check and enough pips to activate your base power.
Yep. Discipline check hard with my force die. I am gonna upgrade. Ooh. 4 light side.
You can do it.
Okay. So now I have to actually do it. Okay. So, firstly, I would like to use Force of Will. Make 1 skill check using willpower rather than the characteristic linked to that skill for the astrogation check. Okay. So it'll be astrogation with my willpower. Hard check with force die.
Now, you already got your force die. Roll just a
Okay.
regular check.
Okay. Okay.
I wish my shit would instant update. Oh my god.
I'll go ahead and narrate this for me, buddy. Take your force strain.
So Cassia, I'm assuming Call's on the ground because he can't fucking walk.
And this algae is rapidly encroaching and encrusting his left leg from the thigh.
I'm going to lean down, grab his shoulder with one hand, and start tracing the glyph with the other hand, not even looking. I'm going to get you out of here, but I need you to actually survive and make it worth it. And I'm going to finish the glyph and send him off.
Where to?
Well, I can only send a medium range.
Which is far enough to where the spear front will be, I'll say. Since we're in the loose thing guessing of things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send him home, or at least to the relative safety of our line.
Call this starry blue-black expanse envelops you as you begin to almost fall. And in a blink of a moment, you plop out onto the ground out of this milky, sort of murky black-blue puddle. Right behind Oziad and Nox as the last Fomarians and Caressians are routed back into the jungle where the fighting had just begun and your duel first started.
Fuck. This sucks.
We did it. We won. Call. Oh my god, call.
Leg.
Kithzo looks at you. Those powers are not of your creation, girl. They do not belong to you. And he is going to attack you. And
Before
in
he does,
his very
I'd
well.
like to respond.
Oh, of course, naturally, I got to build my pool. Feel free.
I'm of this planet just like you are. I've never known any other ground.
Now you have sent away your combatant, so in his offensive form, he gets his boost die now since you're alone. Can't take can't take it easy on you now, Goat.
Don't want you
Out.
He will also take 2 strain to use the intense focus maneuver, which upgrades his pool.
to.
All right. No defense, you said?
No defense.
Would you like to spend your last point?
May as well.
Very good.
Give him a red.
Oh, very nice. And I'll spend that one as well. All right. So, good news, Cassia. You're on your own challenge point threshold.
Amen.
So, what's your strain threshold?
15.
15. Okay, so that's 4 out of 15, but it's over after this round, anyways. Naturally, triumph to crit. Plus 40, and then offensive form gives him vicious, so plus 50.
Plus 50 total?
Yep, plus 50 total.
Gruesome injury.
Well, roll your d10, buddy.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, thank God. Intellect.
Wait, don't tell me you're institute right now.
So,
No, dude.
so, Cassia, you are immediately deluged with blows from this titan. And he seems to have taken personal offense. Using his blade, he's able to piece you up little bits by bits, and as your defenses fall away, he focuses using open-handed strikes to your head repeatedly. And on the fourth or fifth one, on an overhanded blow to like the top part above your ear, you can feel your skull fracture into a spider web, probably across your whole hemisphere of your head. Your vision immediately goes totally black for probably 30 seconds, and you are trying to defend and fight and protect yourself blind for this moment. And you are thoroughly concussed, and things are not looking good. Those 30 seconds pass, and Kithzo is gone. Whenever you gather yourself, you are swinging your blade and defending yourself, or your staff, and defending yourself against nothing.
Oh no.
No, bro. What did you say at the end? Swinging your blade and defending yourself, what? You cut out.
Against nothing. It was.
I think I'd also like to flavor this as like battle shock, permanent, like lingering battle shock. I think she's just gonna collapse, staring up at the statue of her father with those blank eyes, looking everywhere but at her. It seems.
And I will say that you probably black out.
Fair enough.
Point Riptide is saved. And as we flash back in triumphant yells and cries and exuberant joys, even though the loss of life in some of their friends and family members persists, now they must be joyous. They can grieve later. For now, they are safe. For now, they can live and fight another day in defense of their home and their way of life. Some of these losses will linger. And all is not safe yet. But that'll be more on that next week as Nox turns now that Point Riptide is safe and delivers a harrowing message. Kithrax is on the way. He's aboard his dragon. And that's where we'll end this week.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, dude.
My.
As
Oh
the
my
final step, the battle above the Bafor tree for the fate of the planet unfolds next week. Thank you so much for watching. This will probably be up on YouTube on some point in time, hopefully in the near future. My job is about to ease up considerably after Wednesday, so I'm hoping to get through our backlog after that. Everybody, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We won!
You.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! We won!
Never give up the fight.
We'll see you next time.